basically, like I said, let's take you down nostalgia lane real quick. Cowboy Bebop the movie. Just a quick heads up. If you watch the series, watch this between episodes 22 and 23. It helps you. It fills the void a little bit better. But anyway, um, basically the crew, or the Cowboy Bebop crew, they're trying to go after $300 million Wulong bounty because they're bounty hunters. Probably should have did the series before this, but anyway, they're going after this bounty. Someone is apparently building a huge, powerful chemical weapon, and authorities are like, hey, stop them at all costs. So basically, the crew finds themselves caught up in the middle of that, on top of trying to get this bounty. And if you've seen the original series, you kind of understand the action that's to it. I mean, if you like action in anime, this is definitely one to check out. It quickly became one of my favorites. I think it's tied for second as far as anime movies go, because Akira being my top, this is definitely tied second for this and the remake of the trilogy for Berserk. There we go. So, but like I said, it basically is a 2-hour episode, honestly, in my opinion, that you squeeze in there between 22 and 23, and I feel that watching this will give you a more sense of enjoyment.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, and the story was amazing to this movie. I really dug it. I really enjoyed it, and they gave you a opposite to Spike, which was well worthy of the rival role or the villain of the story. He was basically the complete opposite of Spike, be it his yin to his yang, you know what I mean? He was him, but from a different aspect. And I really dug what they did with that. And even the other side chick that's kind of like the other aspect to the other main girl. The animation for this is beautiful. It does look like the regular show, but it's a lot more detailed and a lot more striking. In the color, yeah, definitely smooth, and the color is a lot more bright, vibrant in there. Overall, this was like one of the better movies, or OVAs as you call it, to a animation series, and I really dug the hell out of this. And come on, man, Spike is the man. The dude is one of the all-time best anime characters ever created, next to Guts, Vampire Hunter D, Jubei Kibagame. I just call it right there.
He has earned his spot on the list of when you name main characters that you fucking just love to watch. He almost, if he's not on the list, he's an honorable mention every fucking time. I mean,
oh yeah.
The dude is awesome. And come on now, within, I think it was like the first 20 minutes of the movie, not, no spoilers here, but, he's doing flips and fucking people up and takes one shot. All he shoots is one bullet and fucks up, like, what, 4 guys? No, 5, because there's one outside, too.
Yeah, and awesome, he just has an awesome character and personality to him, and character art. Like, think about the end of that season, from when you start the show to the very end of that season, you are like, wow, and just blown away by what they do with this character, his journey, and what happens to him at the very end. And like I said, like, he is up there to me with Vash Stampede, with, Vegeta. He's standing in the aisles with him in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely. He's basically became immortalized with, I think the movie just pretty much did that. It crystallized that immortalization within the anime community. Because, there's a few people that have, are grit kind of anime fans that like these gritty action kind of ones that don't know who Spike is. Sorry, not are.
Yeah. Then music for the show, and especially the movie, is just amazing. The bluesy type jazz music is just, it's awesome. It's very unique. It's very noir in a weird way. And it just, the art style that goes along with it just makes for an epic anime and movie you have to see. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. But not to mention, they're fucking space bounty hunters. They're, space cowboys. Come on now. At the time, that idea was fucking awesome. So hell, it's still awesome now.
Yeah, the only other one you can think of is Boba Fett. That's pretty awesome and rad. And I think Spike's right there with him. Spike's the smoother version of Boba Fett, just without the armor.
I was about to say, yeah, he doesn't have all the cool gadgets, but you know what? He's got a badass crew that backs him up and helps support him. I think the even in the dubbed version, the voice actors and everything else, the personality that's given to them helps elevate the series, and then on top of that, it elevates the movie that they got all the original people back, which is it's kind of tricky to do at times too. You know, some people just don't want to come back to do it, either the sub version or the dub version. So then you're stuck with a weird character that doesn't sound right. So you got a guy that sounds like this, and he really should sound like this, and just to get them all to come back and do a movie, it's I liked it in my personal opinion.
Well, then another thing about Cowboy Bebop, the show and the movie, is this came out during the time when they started to make the tropes that a lot of anime follow. You have this Tsundere girl, or whatever you fucking call it. You have the geeky boy that gets nosebleeds from girls. You got the playboy. You got this. You got these anime tropes. This is at a time where this had no tropes. Every single character was its own individual, unique character in its own way. And that had depth to them. A lot of depth to them, actually. I would definitely rate this as a 9 or 10 when it comes to anime movies. This is a great one that you should definitely check out.
Oh, I support the it gets my stamp of approval, and not to mention hell, man, if you have nothing better to do, you want to kill 2 hours, watch it. Maybe it'll get you interested. Turn around and watch. I think it's like 25 episode series. So there you go.
Yeah, actually, me and my brother saw this movie at the movie theater, and then immediately bought it on DVD.
Oh, you lucky fuckers. I only bought it on DVD and just turned around again today after watching it on Kiss Anime. Bought the Blu-ray and the series on Blu-ray. Hell, dude, for I think I paid $12.68 for both of them at Hastings. Yeah, Hastings is going out of business. There's 50% off there, so I was like, oh, yes,
must grab.
Yes. They also had Tokyo Ghoul, but I was like, eh.
Brian says it's really good.
For another day. Not right now.
Yeah, I watched both. I remember the show, and I remember watching that movie, and I remember watching the end of that show, and it was devastating to me. But
yeah, it really is.
I mean, I really think it's one of the great one of the few anime movies that actually will tie into the series without destroying the story of it.
Yeah, messing with the lore.
Yeah, there's been movies that have come after that have absolutely destroyed the storyline and how things have gone. And Cowboy Bebop was not one of those, which is really nice.
Yeah, and like you said with the ending, dude, that is a tragic ending, dude. That'll make you just the feels are real with that one.
Oh, so sad.
Another reason why I feel like this one has stood the test of time so much, because
yeah,
you're not just getting there's some animes that are bubblegum pop that try to stay away from feelings. Then there's some animes that they try to flood you with fucking feelings that you look like what is it, Washington and Tibbs, where nobody can even drive through that bitch.
Yeah.
But I mean, but at the same time, it's at the beginning of Cowboy Bebop, you almost don't even have feelings for any of the characters, because half of them are so rough-skinned that it's well, whatever.
But the show, and
then by the end of it, you're just like, this isn't how it's supposed to end. You're crying in tears, That
was the greatness of the show. They pulled you in with these tough as nails characters. Then they would give you those episodes, and each episode you get a little bit more deeper into who the character is, and they show you just a little bit more of the vulnerable side. And they really got you. And by the end of that series, man, boy, that didn't even fuck with you. I feel for you, Deanne. I know the feels for that show. It's too real.
I need a moment.
Dude, I know people who have cried because of the show.
He was one of the heroes that never deserved to die.
Yep, another good show to watch.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Shit. Oh, come on! How long has that been out?
Kid.
But another good show that'll give you the feels for sure, with another great twist. Oh my god, fucking ending. I think it's called Phantom of the Requiem. Watch that. That is a fucked up, awesome, amazing anime with a great story, great characters, and it's kind of like Cowboy Bebop, especially with the ending, but a lot more serious in tone and bloody.
Huh.
Did not know Ed was a girl until about the third time watching it again.
Really?
Oh, really?
It took you that long?
Wow, you are brilliant.
I think I was not even 12 the first time I watched it. And then the second time I was like maybe 13, and then
You already had your bias built in at that point.
yeah, well, I was already like, no, that name, no. And then, after I opened my eyes and watched it for a third time, about 17, I went, oh, fuck. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I got it now.
Yeah, dude. That's like for the longest time on Yu Yu Hakusho, that one dude that had like the red hair, that had the kind of girly voice and looked kind of girly. I was like, that's a dude, right? That's a dude, right? Like, why is that a girl? Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, there's something really weird about this because I can't tell if that's a boy or girl. But I was like, I don't know, like maybe 12 or 13. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, I just got done watching the show, and I was like, that's a guy? That's a girl? Oh, wait. Never mind. Whatever it is, it's boning its sister. Yeah, okay, I'm done here. Nope, we're done. Out. I'm out.
I love the Japanese.